All right, what's going on? Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rick Mims, making it make sense. Look, I had to go live with this information because the last live stream that I did, a lot of people were asking, well, why is it that only certain people in certain states are able to get their money back from the GS Partners scam? And I have some great news that I received after putting out that video, that it's not just available to those people in those states, but essentially everybody in all 50 states. If you've been scammed, put money into GS Partners. And today I actually have 24 karat Chris. I'm gonna bring him up here, who has been actually calling them out from the beginning. And I'm excited to bring this information to people because people need to get their money back from what we've been calling out as a scam for a long time. So Chris, you know what I'm saying? Glad to have you on, brother. Just to kind of share some information on what's going on with GS Partners and people being able to get their money back and further things that they can do.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's been a hot minute since I've been online.
Yeah. I know they coming after you, for doing some good work. And we're almost at the end of this, and we just want to make sure that people kind of be aware of what's going on and how they can get their money back. So you guys can see at the bottom of the screen, there's a website. Also in the link in the description of the website, all 50 states, you have the ability to get your money back. And from what I understand is that if you're listening to Joseph Haidt and them right now, they're telling people they've won. They're telling people that they have something bigger and better for them, and they're scamming. They're scamming, and it's that fool me once, fool me twice type of thing. And so I just want to kind of get some feedback from you, anything that you wanted to let the people know, any resources, information in regards to helping them get their money back.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, I think the biggest concern has been a lot of people are thinking that the only states that are going to give the refund right now are the ones that are on that court order. But the link like you're providing, you guys have to call your state regulator, and actually that link came from Ricky Locklear. So if you guys don't know, Ricky Locklear and Joe Rotunda are the two guys that work for the SEC. Ricky Locklear's in Alabama, and then Joe Rotunda's in Texas. And they've been the ones spearheading all of this. But Ricky gave me that link, and the main thing is if your state's not on that refund list, call and that link is really good because it's not just the U.S., it's Canada, Mexico. I think Guam's involved, like the U.S. Virgin Islands and stuff like that. Maybe Bahamas and like anywhere that, like the U.S. has a presence. And but yeah, just guys call that list, or like pick your state, call the list, and get your regulator on board with it, because what they're shooting for, and I'm gonna call their poker bluff, is they're shooting for, there's only going to be a handful of states that call in for this refund or ask for this refund. So, and I think that's what you're seeing right now is like today is upline saying that don't ask for the refund, don't do this. No, because I'm going to tell you now, the refund money's gone, guys. I mean, they don't have the money to like give back for the refunds, and if they did, they would have done like Ripple Labs did with the SEC thing and put it in an escrow account so that they could pay it back whenever. But that's why they're trying to get people, and they're going to kick the carrot down the road. Like just roll it over into something else. And how many times have you guys already heard that? So yeah, and if you guys want to get a hold to, like, Ricky Locklear is the SEC guy from Alabama. You can guys look up his office and email and contact him as well. He's encouraging that. But I mean, guys, don't think because it's only a handful of states on that list that your state can't get involved in this. So this is basically everybody that feels like they've been a victim has to be proactive. It can't just be a couple of us online that have been getting all the heat all the time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that people have invested in. You know, obviously, I put up this article here, and I talked about it on my last live stream when I had to bring this up. But I mean, people bought into that Dubai skyscraper XLT, and Joseph Height. You know, had I don't know, he was a manager or somebody, and he brings these people on stage, and he puts on this big show and wines and dines everybody, and makes everybody think it's legitimate and that they have a real business model. And it's really just been one big, you know, crypto Ponzi scam. And a lot of people have put a lot of money in, and there's a lot of losers. You know, the only people who've won are the major recruiters, the people who were making money really recruiting and bringing people into this crypto Ponzi scheme. And then maybe those who got in early enough to obviously reap some rewards. But there are a lot of people who have been devastated financially because of the collapse of this crypto Ponzi scheme and what they were promoting. And so, obviously, for those who didn't know, whatever state you're in, you now have the ability to go ahead and request your free refund. Request your refund. They're hoping that you don't because they want to get away with the scam. I mean, they're literally putting up. Somebody had sent this to me. Let me see if I got it here. So here's Joseph Height, and they're saying this is what they're telling people. And you know, people have really drunk the Kool-Aid. You know, it's like fool me once, fool me twice. They just keep getting fooled over and over and over again. But you know, they're telling people they're 100% legit. They're smiling and not understand that they're trying to get away with the corruption. They're trying to get away with the fraud. And one of the ways that they do that is through misinformation, telling you that they're going to get that they have a bigger project, better project. Don't claim, you know, the money from the states and get your refund. Look, you'll be much better off getting your money back from these scammers and putting it into Bitcoin. Okay, you'll be much better off taking your money back from these scammers and putting it into real assets, physical silver and gold, something. But if you're just going to leave your money with them, hoping that they're going to do something else for you, you're going to get what you deserve. Okay. But the opportunity for you, no matter where you are in the United States, to be able to receive your money is there for you. We put the links, and let me see if I can actually zoom in on that. But we put the links in the description of this video, also in the comments as well. But I mean, look, it's, you know, there are people that are just like drinking the Kool-Aid and really thinking that GS Partners was legitimate and that they're going to still have success. And understand something, they're underground right now, like crazy. Like I haven't heard anything. I'm not really seeing anything. But underground, they're telling people and they're calling people and they're saying, hey, look, yeah, we had to settle with them. And they're trying to tell people that we've won and there's a claim process, but don't worry about it. We got a better opportunity for you. So we're just going to let this blow over. And they're telling some bullshit. And unfortunately, some people are going to believe it and keep their money in. But look, if you're tired of being getting strung and hung, you know, by this foreign, I don't know what he is, foreign, you know, businessman, as you want to, you know, whatever you want to, foreign scammer, you know, Joseph Height. Nobody knows him, right? But you know, that's your prerogative. So yeah, I just want to keep this short and sweet because, like I said, the last live stream that we did, a lot of people were asking, you know, how do they get their refund if they're not in one of those 5 states? We put the link in the description of this video. It's also going down across the screen. So contact your regulators and get your money back. You'll be better off putting that in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. I mean anything than just leaving it with them. Quite frankly.
Well, I mean, all right, I have something I kind of want to bring to the table too, and this actually comes from Ricky Locklear, and that's the SEC guy that's spearheaded all this with Joe Rotunda. But it's just like, guys, a lot of these people got groomed. Like the psychology of this definitely intrigues me of like how people can still believe this. But all right, so let's just say Joseph Hype says he's a billionaire. So if I ask somebody to say like name 3 billionaires right now, like most people would probably be like what, Elon Musk, maybe like Zuckerberg or something. But what global worldwide billionaire conglomerate doesn't have a team of lawyers to make sure he's not breaking laws before he starts a venture? And then to top that off, like you have to take it a couple of steps further as well. So if you're this guy that's a billionaire, that is running all over the world doing these businesses, and you're as smart as you say you are, you don't have a team of lawyers, then all of a sudden you go from whatever business to a technology business. You hire a whole bunch of people that are supposed to be technically savvy in whatever they do, but yet they're not even following the rules. Then you hire a whole bunch of people that aren't registered to sell the product that you're supposedly top notch in what you're doing to put out on the planet. And then when you get caught selling it illegally in certain areas of the globe, you keep selling it somewhere else without following the rules. Like, none of this makes sense. Like, if Elon Musk would have been running GS Partners, none of these problems would be coming up into existence because Elon would have covered his bases.
The main thing that kind of got me in the beginning was that the GS Partners certificates, they said that BD Swiss was trading. BD Swiss comes out and says they're fraudsters. We have no relationship with them. Then they say, no, it's Skyground that's doing the trading.
Oh,
BD
yeah.
BD Swiss comes out and says, we don't have no business with neither one of these fraudsters, Skyground, or GS Partners. And so the narrative behind the scene is, oh, well, they have to say that because, whatever reason. And people are just, they were buying into it. And they kept going from one scam to the next, and they kept coming out with more ways for you to put money into something that was already not producing. They don't understand how Ponzi schemes work. They come out with something new every time. It was, oh, we have Lydian Lions. Oh, we have the metaverse. Oh, we have XLT. Oh, we have, this and that, and this and that. You name it. It was always something new. But as they rolled out something new, it was because of what they originally got you in wasn't performing anymore. You see, it was already going down. So they got people to roll over their money into the new thing. And people are going to roll over because they chasing that. They trying to get their money back.
Yeah. Like, without a doubt, the reason they're trying to like, these uplines are trying to convince people not to cash into the refund because there's no refund money left.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, we want to expose that. And so the more people that ask for their refunds, it's going to be quite obvious that the money's not there. And then this continues as it's naturally supposed to. There are certain people who should be doing jail time over this. You know what I mean? There are more charges that should come out of this because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, but they're in too deep. They've made too much money. They've got too many friends and family in. So they're going to try to keep up the facade. And they know who they are. And more than likely who they are, that have made a lot of money from promoting this. People have won awards and won trips and won houses and won cars and all this shit, right? From stolen funds, from a scam. Of course, you're not going to see them come out. Of course, they're going to tell you, don't worry about it. The Joseph Hyde got a plan. You know what I mean?
Like, if this thing was as good as they said it was, why is it only a handful of people living high on the hog?
Yeah.
Like it's not. And I will say this, like, dealing with Ricky from the SEC and whatnot, the people they targeted are living check to check. So they're taking money and targeted as a specific demographic of people that would fall for this. And when you look at cryptocurrency, like today, like I totally woke up this morning and I was just like, I was curious. I was like, how much money has cryptocurrency scammed out of people just in the past 24 or 12 months? So $5.6 billion have been scammed from the U.S. Now, here's what people don't realize. The total value of cryptocurrency as of right now is like 2.17 trillion. Most of that money is being shuffled from the U.S. because, like, even when you look at GS Partners, 86% of their market was in the U.S. All that money is being shuffled to Dubai. I'd say 90% of these scams are being ran out of Dubai because of that lack of that extradition law. So it's just like these scams aren't just robbing people, they're robbing a country. Like, the wealth is being sucked out of America and sent somewhere else. And the reason it's happening, and I'm not blaming the SEC for it, but it's just like when you look at security laws, they haven't changed in 50 years, and cryptocurrency is changing overnight every day.
There needs to be
So,
regulation. Regulation is coming to the blockchain and crypto space. That's going to
oh,
legitimize.
without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah, regulation is coming, and that's going to be a good thing. It's going to legitimize the space, and we're going to see this space continue to grow and thrive and help eliminate and mitigate a lot of these crypto Ponzi schemes and bad actors in this space. But yeah, GS Partners continue to exceed it because, like you said, most of their money was coming from the US. But when they had to cut off the US market, that's when they collapsed because that's where the money was coming from to be able to keep the Ponzi scheme going so they can pay out old investors with new investors' money based on the new best thing that they got coming out that was going to make you a millionaire overnight. You know, so yeah, man,
Well, hold on. Like, my biggest thing too is if anybody, if any of these Kool-Aid drinkers are listening to this or see this right now, and they think we're wrong, well, here's my deal: pay out. Show me I'm wrong. Show me you got the money to pay out all these refunds. Because the reason they're pushing people not to cash in on the refund and say, "Oh, we've got something better," is because, well, Joseph don't want to ruin his reputation. Joseph doesn't want to go to jail, and Joseph doesn't have the money.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my neck out on the line for Joseph Hype, but like I said, most of the people who are promoting this still and telling people not to get a scam, it's obviously where their motive and their true intentions lie. It's to save their own neck. Like I said, they got people into this. They've made money from it. Their reputations and credibility is also on the line. So they're going to go down with the sinking ship. You have seen nobody come out any fashion or any way in regards to what has taken place and acknowledge what has taken place and their role in what has taken place. Nobody. I haven't seen anybody do that. So that just goes to show that they're willing to continue on with the fraud and the scam because they have no integrity, they have no morals, they have no decency. They were in it for the money in the beginning. Me and others, Marcus, Dr. Sergio Razel, others, we could have went over to GS Partners and ran up a bag. Yeah. We knew what it was. We could have went over there. We understood what it was going on. Tammy Morrison, we understood what was going on. We said, no, we're not going to run with Joseph Haidt. We're not going to get paid off by Joseph Haidt. We're not going to scam people for us to get wealthy, like Dalco did, bought a $2.5 million house in Georgia from scam money, talking about we making money. No, you making money from stealing money, taking money from people with Joseph Haidt. So, this is the whole thing, folks. They're coming to an end. I mean, look at the time we're in right now. We had a second assassination attempt on Trump. Diddy just went to jail. We just found out today that the government has the ability to explode your cell phones, okay, or pagers. That's what happened over there in Lebanon just now. It's all kind of stuff coming out right now. This is the year of exposing and what's done in the dark coming to the light. And so just make sure you're on the right side of history. You know what I'm saying? Speak truth to power, expose the corrupt, expose the wicked, expose the evil. Don't be afraid to speak out. You know what I mean? Stand on the side of truth and justice. So
That's the biggest thing. Don't be afraid, guys, because Ricky Locklear made a point in the settlement agreement. So, like, they can't come after you like they did me originally for, like, basically saying what we've been saying. So, like, you guys don't have anything to worry about in that sense. But, I mean, it's up to the people now to follow that link, contact their states, and get all these states on board. Because I'm telling you now, they might be able to pay off 5 states, but they're not going to be able to pay off 50.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at my Facebook comments because for some reason I can't see the comments on here. But yeah, I mean, you will be able to take that money and do something much better than that, than hoping that Joseph Haidt has this great plan to give you some residual income in Bitcoin or whatever it is. Get your money, okay, and put it into something that is decentralized. You know what I'm saying, and out of the control of Joseph Haidt, and at bare minimum. So with that being said, man, like I said, across the bottom of the screen is the website. Also on the link in the description of this video. Anything else, any information, resources, or anything you want to give to them, Chris?
Yeah, I would just say contact Ricky Locklear in the SEC in Alabama or Joe Rotunda. You guys can get a hold of them directly. Just find them online. I mean, and just follow that website too. That came directly from Ricky. And just guys, stop believing these uplines, because if they would have been registered like legit financial people, you guys wouldn't be like your money would have been insured. Your money was not insured, and now that's why you're watching videos like this, is because and you're not going to get your money back like following the carrot down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, you know, Chris, we appreciate you for the work that you've done. A lot of people don't realize that their ability to even get your refund is and largely a lot of partly due to Chris's efforts and helping to continue to expose this crypto Ponzi scheme from the beginning. And that's why, you know, with this efforts, a lot of people are able to even be in position to get a refund. So we appreciate you. And yeah, folks, we'll catch you on the next live stream. Links in the description of this video. Go ahead and request and get your money back. All right.
Peace, man. Much love.